Hello, Magi here, and today we'll be playing a new game called Eastern Starlight Romance or Eternal Dilemma. So, just to note, this is a visual novel. So you guys thought I was done with the Busy Person series, but not. Well, actually, yeah, I am done with that. But you know, the whole visual novel deal. No, I'm not done with that. Okay, so just to note, this is a demo as of this point, 3.0, I believe. So I'll leave a link to the site where you can go check it out. I saw this on the Reddit site, on the Touhou Reddit page, and I was like, oh, cool. So what this demo is, right? So apparently it's like a visual novel. I checked it out. I've tested it a little bit. I've only gave it like 5 minutes, just like smashing the click start button, whatever, just to see how far I can go and see if it's gonna shut down on me or not, just to make sure, you know, I can play this for you guys. So, and plus, since this is a demo, this would be a good way for me to showcase it for you guys, so you guys can try it out for yourselves and see if it works well for you guys or not. Plus, hopefully, it will give the developers of this game, you know, some feedback and whatnot. So let's hope that works out pretty well. So without further ado, let's begin Eastern Starlight Romance. I'm gonna call it ESR, okay? ES bloody R. Let's do this shit. I should have probably went to the settings, but man mode this. Just to note, this does not have voice actors as of now when I was testing it. So I'm gonna have to read this. Fun times, but let's do this. The winter of the hot springs incident. Who would come out here in the snow to annoy me? I would say I would, but that's way too much work, so screw that. I took my time getting up from the kotatsu. I think I said it right. If they weren't willing to wait a little bit, I was going to waste heat opening the door. So if the word is, from the looks of it, if the word is underlined, you can go click on it. It'll give you like a little description. God damn it, Fraps always blasting me here. Give me a second. FPS overlay. Why did I put that back there again? Okay, there you go. A low table with a heat source underneath. All right. However, the person outside felt the need to knock again, louder this time. How rude, right? Yeah, I'm coming. I opened the door. There on the porch stood someone I'd never expected to see at my home, the half-beast school teacher. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Marissa. A feeling of dread passed over me. Normally, I ignored those, but this one was different. I hesitated a moment before continuing. Tell me about what, Kane? Marissa, I'm afraid your father passed away last night. Well, damn, that's one hell of a way to go to start a story. Busy Person series. You know, you bored, you want to start an event. This game, your dad's dead. Shit, man, shit. I'm afraid to know what kind of sequel this game would actually. Yeah, let's wait for this to be finished before we continue talking about sequels, alright? But anyway, let's continue on. I was stunned. My old man? Dead? It didn't seem possible, but Kane wouldn't lie to me. The doctor thinks this was a heart failure. It must have happened when he was sleeping. There was no pain. My chest felt heavy, and Kane's voice seemed weird, but I didn't feel much else. I see. I'm sorry it took so long to tell you. I'm the only person who could reach here safely, you see? She pulled out a simple piece of paper and held it towards me. I reflexively took it. I wish there was a better time for this as well, but it has to be handled now, I'm afraid. This is your father's will. He left you everything as the only child. She paused, checking my reaction. I can't really say what she was thinking. I couldn't even tell what I was thinking. Marissa, if there's anything I can do for you, I'd be happy to help. I don't think I need anything. Kane, thanks for offering though. Would you like me to handle the funeral's arrangements? No, I'll come down and handle that tomorrow. I just need to get my things ready first. Okay, Marissa, you know where to find me if you need help. I shut the door, then sat down next to my fireplace with the will. It took me an hour or two to actually muster up the strength to read the paper. The will seemed surreal. It was cold, clinical, and as Kane said, it left everything to me, the firstborn child. What made it even stranger was I had been sure he disowned me. Father and I never gotten along, even before I ran away. I thought I hated him, but the pain in my chest told me that I loved him too. It was so confusing. I'd never done well with my family, especially not my father, and now they were all gone, separated by death forever. The strangest thing was that I knew more about dying in the afterlife than most. I've even personally spoken with the people in charge. I knew Komachi would take him to the so I'm assuming Eki, then onto the reincarnation or to Yuyuko's realm. But it still hurt terribly. And it still scared me terribly. I got through planning the funeral alright, but when I started selling the star that had been my father's life for so many years, I realized that everything he loved was gone, taken away by death. I have to admit, it gave me nightmares. Fortunately, I managed to slap some sense into myself. I was Marisa Kirisame, and I was a first-class witch. There's no problem my magic couldn't solve. That's why on New Year's Day, I swore as I rang the bell at the Hakare Shrine that I'd beat death, one way or another. I wouldn't feel that fear ever again. So, Byakuren 2.0 then, I'm just saying. Oh. So, March 1st, or is it a different calendar? I ain't too sure. It was the first day of the third month of the year. It had taken me 3 months to get the estate in order, but everything has finally settled. That meant it was time to get serious about my goals. If I was going to do something like conquer mortality, I needed to get to work. Luckily, I didn't need to worry about money for a while. The sale of the shop had earned a decent profit, even with conditions in the village. I could work as a full-time magician for a while. To start with, I pulled out my old notes on immortality and spent a couple hours poring over them. I thought I had a good idea of what I needed to fix, but actually fixing it was going to take a few inspirational moments and a lot of work. I was probably going to need outside help on this, especially if I wanted to finish it in a year. I should also try to get back in touch with people. I've been out of the loop quite a bit. I wanted to live forever after all, not just sitting around existing forever. I decided on my first day free to go see Reimu. She was the center point of activity outside the village. Besides, it's been too long since we've had a good talk about something that wasn't depressing. Besides, it was always a good time to visit Reimu. I could grab some food while I was there. Debatable about the food part, alright? Debatable. But, okay, pausing from the story a bit, I have noticed that it seems like the characters are very emotional from the looks of it. If I remember looking at the portraits, there's a lot. Usually when it switches to the next scene, it'll show them changing the emotions, at least when it looks correct, which is nice as compared to Busy where it has, the characters have their own stacking thing, but again, there's a whole different thing. So let's see. And the backgrounds are like, the visual looks really nice, so I dig it.